Sides. Welcome back to my channel SciTech, and today's related to do the annual benchmark test on the Realme X7 Max after using kind of close to 30 days of usage. Yes friends, it's been kind of 30 days of using this phone, and today evening I'll try to upload a video review on the Realme X7 Max after using 30 days, so make sure to stay tuned for those videos. But in this video I'm going to do the annual benchmark test on this Realme X7 Max device. I'll try to compare with the annual benchmark test on the 30th day versus the day 1 of annual benchmark scores, as you can see. So these are the exact results I'll try to compare side by side. So I'm not concentrated about the total score, I'm really particular about the CPU and the GPU score, because we do know anyway I did fill the memory a lot and there are so many applications right now installed in this device as well. So it's definitely not doing any kind of justification by comparing the overall score, because the memory score will definitely decrease. So we'll just see the CPU and the GPU scores only during this time of demonstration. And one more thing, we'll even check the temperatures, whether the temperature is decreasing or increasing. These are the few things which I'll be doing testing in my channel. So first let me try to clear all the background applications, so everything is cleared in the background applications. There's no application in the background. And let me try to turn off the 4G and Wi-Fi connection, decrease the 50% brightness only. And I did select the 120Hz refresh rate. As you can see, 120Hz refresh rate is turned on at this point. And let me try to open the annual benchmark application right now and start doing the annual benchmark test. Let's see how much CPU and the GPU score we can actually see an improvement. So don't worry about Realme GT Neo, because sometimes this annual benchmark test, they'll display like this even though this model is of Realme X7 Max. So that's another thing. So let me try to, right now the battery percentage is also 100%, and let's check the temperatures. 35 degrees right now. Let's see how much the CPU and the GPU scores can be improved after this kind of 30 days of using this Realme X7 Max, and after the one software update which I have received and which completely screwed for some users. So it did not work out for some users, but little bit it did not work even in my favor. But after doing this kind of test, I need to do the factory reset of this phone, because few users, they did say that after resetting the factory reset we'll get the better result. That is what I'm expecting. Let's see whether that's the case or not. And during this stuff of annual benchmark testing, I'm trying to use the game space. You can see the small bar here as well, game space, which I did enable. So I'm trying to use with the pro gamer mode as well. There is no high performance mode. I did not turn on the high performance mode. So I did use the game space during this time of testing. Let's see how much CPU and the GPU scores we can actually expect in the Realme X7 Max device. This is what I'm going to do the testing after 30 days of using this kind of test. Let's see friends whether the CPU GPU got increased or decreased. And right now within the few minutes of testing, the temperatures increased to 38 degrees. Wow, that's 38 degrees of temperature within the few, as you can see, few minutes of doing 38 degrees. Not bad. So again I'll be back after some time of doing the annual benchmark test. So right now we are kind of close to 64% and 66%. Let's check the temperatures. 40 degrees. 40 degrees of temperature increase friends, as you can see, 40.2 degrees. So I'm not trying to use a very high brightness, I'm not trying to use with any kind of thing, so but still 40 degrees of temperatures it increased. It's only 50% brightness I'm trying to use. So, and 120Hz refresh rate as well, and pro gamer mode as well, and 100% charged. As you can see friends, 40 degrees. I think so far, I think this phone was the highest in terms of the temperatures when compared with other devices. So just before these videos, I did a couple of videos on the annual benchmark test, even on the iQOO 7. Even I did the Mi11X as well. I'll try to upload those videos very soon. So, but the temperatures in those phones were remained around 38 degrees and close to 39, but not 40. No, that did not get close to 40. But this phone has come close to more than 40. 40.8. 40.2, 40.8 degrees, as you can see, 40.4. My room temperature is pretty same. As you can see, my room temperature is very normal, nothing much, 32 degrees only. 40.6. On the back panel, let's see, gloss and matte. Both are kind of same, nothing much difference, 39 degrees. So let's see friends whether this phone can actually reach the 41 degrees or not. That's what I'm going to keep an eye on this one. So mainly this area near the front cam, this is the area where this phone gets really hot. This area, this region mainly. 40.7. So again I'll be back after a few more minutes. So finally the annual benchmark test has been successfully completed, and we got the score about 6,71,000, and the highest temperature increased up to 40 degrees during this time of demonstration. So now let's compare the score from the day 30 to the day 1 score. Let's see the CPU and the GPU comparison. That is what I'm going to focus. Let me try to open the screenshot which I have taken. So screenshot going to the day 1. So this is the day 1 which I did the, let me show you, yeah, day 1, as you can see. Now let's compare. So what is the scores between both phones? So 6,71,000 versus 6,84,000. So slightly score decrease, but that's not a problem because anyway the memory card decreased, so no issues. So next is the CPU. CPU 171, that's perfect. Exactly on June 6th. Today is the July 6th, so 1 month of usage. And GPU 236, 241. So in the GPU segment, there is a slightly decreased. As you can see, from 241, it came down to 236. That's close to, I think, 5,000 kind of difference is there between day 1 and day 30. And CPU remains same. So this is a quick comparison between both phones, and the temperatures you can see in the beginning the temperature used to increase up to 42 degrees, but now it maintained only 40. But after the software update, what I'm thinking is they did decrease maybe the slightly performance, and that resulted in the less temperatures. That is what I'm guessing that the Realme did outdid. So maybe I'm not sure exactly, but I'm not exactly 100% correct, but based upon my results and based upon my usage and statistics, this is what I did find out. After doing multiple times CPU throttling test as well, same thing has happened with the CPU throttling as well. The performance decreased and the temperatures also decreased. So this is what some companies they do like this to prevent overheating issues. So thank you for watching this video, friends, and see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned for more updates on the Realme X7 Max. So don't forget to check the links in the description for more details. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.